This video is all about having faith and what faith can do for you if you can have it. Hello and welcome, this is Chicana, and we're talking today about having faith. What faith will do for you and how faith can change your life. And not faith in the sense of a religion. I think people automatically assume the word faith is attached to religion, that it must mean that you're part of a church or some kind of organization, or that you're a Mormon or a Christian or a Catholic. But you don't have to be. I mean, you could be an atheist to have faith. The word faith just means that you're believing in the unseen. You're believing that something that hasn't happened yet already has, simply because the thought makes it so, or the faith in God makes it so. And so faith is something that anybody, regardless of the religious standpoint, can take in and make their own. And I'll explain to you how it played a huge part in my life. When I was younger, growing up as a kid, I had no rules. My mother loved me, but like from a young age, I could walk the streets, I could go out. I mean, in elementary school, when I was in like second and third grade, if I wanted to go out till 4 or 5 in the morning, then I would go out till 4 or 5 in the morning and not come home. And oftentimes I did, getting into trouble, stealing out of cars, and just being a bad kid because I didn't really have much guidance. My mother didn't know how to be a good mother. She had a lot of love in her heart, but she had a very dysfunctional upbringing and just didn't know what to do. She was confused and lost herself. So I had a carte blanche to do whatever I wanted. I could roam the streets and like I said, oftentimes did. So growing up, I had no rules, wasn't used to rules. And when it came time to be an adult and get a job, that didn't go over well because I couldn't stand being told what to do. I kept getting fired job after job and nothing was working out for me. My mother even said, she said, "I'm really worried about you. I'm worried that you won't be able to take care of yourself and that you won't be able to support yourself because you can't keep a job." And I thought to myself, yeah, I'm worried too. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I genuinely was when I was around 19 and 20 and stuff. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't keep jobs for more than like 3 months at a time before quitting or getting fired. And then for a while, that pattern continued on. I started to think that, one of my biggest weaknesses in life was that I just couldn't keep a job. I couldn't, I couldn't respect authority. And I just kind of had like a free spirit where I had to just do my own thing. But when you don't have any money, you can't just do your own thing. You gotta get a job. You gotta make money somehow. And so I felt really like I was screwing myself. I felt like I was messing my own life up. And my biggest weakness in life was that I couldn't respect authority. And like I said, I couldn't hold a job. But I kept having faith in God that something would work out for me, that some way, somehow I was still gonna be success in life. Many teachers came into my life that started teaching me about faith, that I wasn't a victim, that what we do is completely under our control, and that thoughts are things, and that thoughts are everything, and that what you and I think and the faith that we have will carry us through the unseen and take us to wherever we want to go in life. And so I really grasped on to these philosophies and these ideas. I started having faith in God and faith that just life would work out for me somehow, that I wasn't damaged goods, that I wasn't screwed, that I could still make a success out of myself, even though on the surface it looked like I was a great big failure. And so this faith that I had in God and myself, and just carrying me through believing in myself, carried me into being an entrepreneur. And as I look back at it now, I realize that if I didn't have the weaknesses that I had, I may have never become an entrepreneur, because my biggest weakness was that I couldn't work for other people. I couldn't take being disciplined or being told what to do, because I'd never experienced that as a kid growing up. And so what I thought was my biggest weakness turned into my biggest strength and caused me to be a very successful entrepreneur and caused me to do well in life in other ways. Your biggest weaknesses will turn into your biggest strengths if you can have faith in yourself, faith in God, faith in the unseen, that some way, somehow, you're going to succeed, that you're going to have great success in your life. But you have to believe in yourself like you've never believed. You have to have self-belief, and you have to have faith. Like that George Michael song, you got to have faith. It always comes up. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith. Because if you doubt yourself, and if you tell yourself, oh yeah, like if I had told myself, oh, I'm such a loser, I can't hold a job, I can't respect authority, nothing's going to work out for me, then I would have sunk. But because of my faith, because the faith that I adopted and made my own, my biggest weaknesses turned into my greatest strengths and caused me to succeed at such a high level simply because of faith. So I want you to adopt faith like you've never had before, and believe that all is well in your life and that you're continually climbing higher, and all the things that are tearing you down and bringing you down, that are your biggest weaknesses, with your faith, are going to turn into your biggest strengths. So, good luck on your journey, and God bless you.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada